Immutable X raises $200 million. Let's just go ahead and dive right in. All right, so welcome to the video. Kyle Wilson here, and in this one, we'll be talking about Immutable X raising $200 million. Absolutely insane. And there are some huge brands that we're going to cover as well, so you want to make sure you watch the whole video. But without further ado, let's just dive into it. So it says here on Twitter, major news, we're thrilled to announce Immutable has raised $200 million in Series C funding at $2.5 billion valuation. We're supercharging our mission to make NFTs mainstream through high quality blockchain games and more. And they link to an article right there, and the thread continues. The round was led by Tinmasic, 300 billion AUM, with their strategic investments from Animoca and Tencent in one of their first ever NFT investments, and that's Tencent. We also know Animoca has already invested in many crypto projects and NFT investments, but this is absolutely huge. And hopefully I pronounced that company right, Tinmasic. I'm not really sure. But moving on to thread number 3 here, it says, our ultimate vision is to bring digital ownership to the world via NFTs. The raise will allow us to focus on global expansion with 200 plus new hires in 2022, meet the increasing demand for Immutable X and partners, expand our studio content with Gods Unchained and Guild of Guardians, which is going to be a probably pretty great game of Guild of Guardians, and Gods Unchained has already been a pretty good success in my opinion as well. Moving on to thread number 4, we're looking for the best talent globally to come join us. Over the past 4 months alone, we've onboarded 4 C-suites at Immutable, each of them having led multi-billion-dollar investments or divisions at technology and gaming companies. Join us at this here, and you can, it says here, or DM. So if you're interested in a job, you might as well apply to Immutable X because it looks like they're hiring if you have the skills necessary. All right, last thread here. Thread number 5 says, we are beyond grateful for the endless support and contribution by our raving community members and partners. We've done a lot over the past 4 years, but it's nothing compared to what we're building today. LFG. I love that they added that in because that's true to the gaming, and gamers, and things like that. So anyways, they also right here is they have a new website coming. So thank goodness, because that current website that they have in Marketplace definitely needs a little TLC, but that's the case, with anything early, that you're involved in and new projects, you're always going to have those, bugs and things to work through, including, the website. So I'm glad to hear that they're going to do that. So here's the article that they linked to. It just shows you a little bit more about some of the partners that invested that 200 million. It says you have Mirai, Asset, Parify Capital, Declaration Partners, Tencent Holdings, and others. Immutable said the company had raised money at valuation of 410 million in its previous funding round in 2021. It said Sydney-based Immutable is the developer of NFT Gods Unchained and online games where trading is done through NFT cards, and Guild of Guardians, a mobile game that allows players to earn tradable rewards. So I'm not going to go through this whole article, but this is very amazing news for Immutable X, and I actually just did a video on Immutable X, and the price definitely shot up. So yesterday the price was down here, it was around $1, and it shot up, I believe, over $1.50 today, and it's kind of leveled out around this price. So we'll see what it does. I think people may take a little bit of profits, and it might fluctuate just a little bit more, and then possibly we'll see what the overall crypto market does and the economy in general, world economy, to see where this price may fall, or where it may go up rather. So we will see. But yeah, so I wanted to update you guys on the news, and we'll be taking a look at some of these jobs and partners and the investments that they've have made in the past. So you can see here that there's quite a few job listings. They have BizOps, data and analytics, executives, game design, game engineering, go-to-market, and internal Immutable X, and marketing operations, platform design, products, software engineering, and many, many others. So you can see here, if you have the skills necessary, then you might consider applying to Immutable X, considering they're probably going to be a huge juggernaut in the not so distant future. So we're taking a look at one of these companies that invested into Immutable X. Looks like a South Korean investment firm. And you can see here that this was actually one of the first You know, essentially it says the first mutual funds to Korean retail investors in 1998. So it was like one of those first types of funds in the Korean market, which I think is pretty cool. And then I think they were like the first, it says here, first financial Asian company case study in 2010 done by, it looks like Harvard. Kind of cool, making a little history there in the macro. And we're moving on to Verify Capital. So they've invested, it looks like, into Animoca Brands themselves. So it seems like they have some knowledge of what's going on in the crypto space. So that's pretty interesting. Declaration Partners looks like a NYC type of, you know, group or fund, if you will, investing in more of the, you know, traditional types of investments, possibly maybe some other, you know, I guess, you know, tech type of investments, if you will. Tencent, there really needs to be no explanation. If you don't know what Tencent is, it says here on the right here, Riot Games is one of Tencent's notable subsidiaries known for creating mass multiplayer online battle arena game, League of Legends. So it literally needs no introduction if you're a gamer, because everybody knows who Tencent is. You can literally see Riot Games. They've invested into some other huge other gaming companies like Epic Games and literally tons of other companies, as you can see here. You even have Activision Blizzard here on the chart, Ubisoft, and many, many others. So yeah, they have this is an absolute big company that have invested a lot of money into some other big companies, right, in the gaming sector. So it is really cool to see a lot of these different funds invest into Immutable X. You can even see here on the picture all the other partners as it's featured right here: King River, Naspers, Fabric Ventures, and the other brands I've already mentioned, Airtree, Alameda Research, which, you know, they basically are the owners of FTX, or Sam Frida, however you pronounce his last name, the owner of FTX, or co-founder, if you will, Arrington, XRP Capital, and Liberty Global as the other partners that have invested into Immutable X. So that's all I got for this video, and hit that sub and bell if you enjoyed this and you want to support the channel. Smash the like as well if you enjoyed this content. And that's all I got for this video. I just thought it was super interesting that they just announced this today, and it's huge news, right? So I wanted to cover it and update you guys, literally considering I did an Immutable X video yesterday, I believe. And that's all I got for this video. As always, I will see you guys in the next one at the blockchain. Be like an NFT, be authentic, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.